The 2025-26 NBA season out west is going to be pure survival. 14 of the 15 teams are in full win now mode, no tanking, no shortcuts, just all out chaos every single night. I broke down the East earlier where the big questions are about uncertainty, but out west, it's all about firepower, stacking talent, and surviving a regular season that's going to feel like the playoffs. And trust me, my 5 major questions for the West are all about April, May, and June, so let's dive in. So to start, I have to ask, can anyone catch OKC? The defending champs aren't going anywhere. They are all young and signed for the long term. They have tons of assets to improve the roster where needed and lead in the most important category.
This group is very low-key tonight. Did you set them straight?
Yeah, we're going up. Hey, before the world's eyes.
They are flat out the best team. Reigning MVP? Check. Superstar sidekick? Check again. Best third option in the game? Well, there's another check. Elite level role players to support the big three? That's a super duper check. All of the teams out west are looking up at this juggernaut. A team that was great last year and going to be great for the foreseeable future. Plenty of teams out west got better this offseason, but did any of them do enough to be on the same level as this Thunder team? That's the question the whole league is wondering and trying to answer. Right now I have Denver and Minnesota as the 2 closest teams to OKC. Denver added better pieces around Jokic, building a team that resembles the depth and balance of their title season, and the Wolves are, like me, banking on the next giant step forward for Anthony Edwards, more on him later. Re-signing their 2 bigs and getting more help from the youth to flank Ant's growth may be all they need. But while OKC is running the league's present and future, what about the 2 legends of the past decade? The guys who were the NBA for the last 15 years. That brings us to Steph and LeBron. Are the 2 best players of the 2010s and 2020s done as title contenders? Steph and LeBron have had great careers. Both have 4 rings, multiple MVPs, historic records that may never be broken, but now that we are heading into the 25-26 NBA season, is their time as title contenders done? Or at least with them being the main driver in that title chase? Make no mistakes about it, they are both still all NBA level players, but my question is, can they carry a team during the regular season and 4 straight playoff rounds? I think the answer for both is no. And I really hate saying this. The Lakers are Luka's team now and in the future, and if LeBron wants to leave to try and win a title, he won't be the best player there either. Either way, LeBron being the driving force of a championship team is over. And now, taking a look at Steph Curry, this season may be it for that as well if it's not past already. He tried last season and it beat him down. Adding playoff Jimmy definitely helped, but seeing Steph go down against the Wolves was hard to watch. It took the Warriors and Steph going on an epic run just to make the play-in. Then a tough 7 games to eliminate the young Rockets, and that's a lot of workload on a 37-year-old guard. Steph in the playoffs is still a complete game changer, and he can carry you far, but he's going to have to be that guy to even make the playoffs. Watching these 2 age makes me sad, but also very happy. Happy that I got to live in the time where they ran the NBA, but sad that that time is coming to an end. Now, while these 2 titans of the NBA are getting closer to their career being over, the new guard is already here. Shea, Luka, Ant, they're carrying the torch and rewriting the West's history. But the question is, who's really on top right now? Can Luka or Ant catch SGA? Shea is the reigning best guard in the NBA, you can't argue it. Before last season, I would have said SGA, Luka, and Ant as the top 3 all by themselves. I saw them as equals, not much separation, but this past season pushed Shea to the number 1 spot. The question is, can Luka and Ant catch him? In short, 100% yes, and I'm actually expecting it. We know Luka is motivated. I made a whole video about his offseason. He is out to prove that he is not only the best guard in the league, but the best player on the planet. The only thing holding him back is he has the worst team of these 3. The Lakers are not on the level of the Wolves and miles away from OKC, but you could have said that of his teams in Dallas too, and he carried them further than expected every year, so who knows. As for Ant, He finally has a full offseason to prepare. He will come in rested, improved, and ready to attack.
I'm gonna work my butt off this summer. Nobody's gonna work harder than me this summer. I tell you that much. So, yeah, I'll try to make it happen again for Mike.
His team is ready to win right now, built to support him and confident. Even though they lost to the Thunder in 5 games, they 100% believe they are on the Thunder's level, especially with Ant-Man leading the way. As for SGA, I think we will see some regression from this past season.
Mark Daignault not using a timeout. SGA probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. The Thunder finally get the defensive stop, and SGA puts them in front.
Not because he is going to get worse, but because his team is so damn good and deep, he won't have the same workload or need to do it all as the other two. So I think both Luka and Ant will catch him in the regular season, but do they have the team to completely pass SGA? Only time will tell. Now, speaking of superstars shaping the West, one of the greatest scorers of all time just landed in Houston, and the entire NBA is asking the same thing. Can Kevin Durant really solve all of the Houston Rockets' problems? Last season, Houston was the surprise 2 seed out west. Coach Ime Udoka got these guys playing together, tough defense, and playing hard every night. It was a great run until their lack of a dude showed up in the first round versus the Warriors. They still took the veteran Warriors to 7 games, but if they had a dude, I think they win that series in 5 or 6. This offseason, they went out and addressed that by shipping Dillon Brooks and Jalen Green to Phoenix for Kevin Durant. Can Durant be that dude to help them finish games, giving them a clutch bucket getter they sorely lacked versus the Warriors' tough defense? Can the soon-to-be 37-year-old Durant be that guy night in and night out? Can he go toe-to-toe with the other dudes out west for 82 games and 4 playoff rounds? I don't think so. The good thing for the Rockets is they won't need him for all that. I think this team is going to win tons of regular season games just by being tougher than the other teams. Tari Eason, Amen Thompson, and Jabari Smith will wreak so much havoc night in and night out that the need for Durant will be minimal in the regular season. So, can the Rockets manage Durant's minutes and volume throughout the regular season enough so come April, May, and June, he is fresh and ready to close out games?
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes!
That is the question the entire NBA is asking right now, because this team guarding like they do with future dude Amen Thompson carrying the load most of the time and having Durant being the closer is scary. And that brings us to the wildest part of this entire season, the race for the play-in. Because if 14 teams are trying to win, that means 4 solid squads are going home early. So, who's it going to be? This may be the most competitive conference in the history of the NBA. Only the Utah Jazz are not in win-now mode. The other 14 teams are trying to make the play-in, then into the playoffs. But with 10 spots for 14 teams, something's got to give. Now, I'm not fully ready to predict the playoffs, but let's do a too early, rough, gonna be wrong breakdown just for funsies, okay? This is assuming health for all teams, because I like to live in positivity about injuries. OKC, Denver, Minnesota, and Houston, in my opinion, are the top 4. I don't see any other team really cracking this 4. Then you have the next group of the Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, and Mavs. I think this group is solid, but have very little room to spare. With the next group coming, these teams can't have the bad starts they had last year. The next group is making their push on the veteran teams above them: Spurs, Blazers, Grizzlies. They are young, not tanking anymore, and wanting to win. In the East, these are clear playoff teams, but out West, it's a battle to even get the play-in. And then the last group is on the outside looking in, being the Kings, Suns, and Pelicans. I could see each of them being a surprise and winning 35-ish games, but I can also see each team being an absolute dumpster fire and not even cracking 25, so who the hell knows. If you make the playoffs this season out West, you had a damn good year. Even the play-in teams are going to be solid teams the top 2 do not want to play. Out west this year, there are no off nights. You want the playoffs? You better bring it in November just as much as May. Survive the regular season and you've got a chance. Slip up even a little and you're probably done. The West is an every night battle, and only the toughest are making it out alive. How did each of these teams do this offseason? Well, check out my video of one word or phrase to sum up each team's offseason. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Every like, comment, and subscribe reaches more people outside of the realm that we already do, so it really does help us grow our audience and reach NBA fans just like you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.